Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all of y'all. I just thought I'd hop on here real quick because what I was thinking about is how somebody indirectly basically gave me a label. And usually coffee, it has the opposite effect on me, which is coffee is supposed to stimulate you and give you energy. On the other hand, for me, coffee makes me very sleepy. And so what this person was saying was, people with ADHD and whatever it has that effect on them. And so what I was just thinking about in my mind is once you label yourself, that is what you are. Just like with a label on a box. If it says cereal, it's cereal. And to tie this message with how God wanted me to speak it and illustrate it is, we are children of God, and we have that label on us because from the beginning he created us to be his children. But I think oftentimes when we're in the world, we get put on with labels, and labels kind of stick to us. So if we're sad, we'll just be like, I have depression. I'm a depressed person. You are what God says you are. We can't let anybody put a label on us but God, because we are his children. We are what he says we are. And for me, I've been told I was a lot of things. And that stuck with me. It stuck with how I saw myself. It stuck with who I thought I was. It stuck with who I thought I needed to be. But we are labeled as God's children. And all throughout his word, it says how special we are. Even when we go and disobey, and even when we fall short, God still loves us, and he says who we are in his word. And all that to say, don't let anybody put a label on you. Don't let them think that you are insufficient or not enough, because God put all of us on this planet to be destined people with a destiny and a purpose to carry out his will and for his kingdom's glory. And I think about it and reflect on how for so long I listened to what people label me as, that my skin wasn't clear enough, or I didn't have a bigger butt, or I was flat chested, or I was too skinny, or I should wear my hair this way, or this and that. So much of people's opinions and their input literally put a label on my mind as if I'm not enough. And no. I'm on this journey of just healing with God and learning to love myself again, and it literally is reflection in this part right now. And that just came to my mind, the labels that people place on us and the labels that we place on ourselves. Like, who are we and what are we gonna believe? Who and what are we gonna believe? And the answer is ding ding ding, God. Because God is our creator, and he created us. So who better to know us than God and what he says about us? But yeah, I love the Lord, and I love how he's created me, flaws and all. I know I have flaws, but I'm still beautiful and amazing because God says so. And it's definitely a journey and a process to get back to viewing myself the way God views me, and the way he sees me, and the way what he says about me. But I thought I'd share that for today, a little nugget of encouragement, because sometimes we can forget, getting caught up in this world, who we are and what God says about us. But I thank y'all for listening, and I love you guys. I pray that all is well, and that's all, folks.